Welcome to another episode of Media Chop Up. Today's episode is Top 10 Rappers Turn Actors. My name is Serge, aka Serge Gorilla, and I am joined by my brother from another mother, Kyle. What's up, bro?
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm good, man. I'm ready to just get through this very difficult list that we put together. Many successful rappers have thrived in the world of TV and cinema. Today, I will post our top 10 rappers turn actors. Does that mean they're actors?
Ah, I like what you did there.
Yeah, that's a dad joke. All right. So these are the parameters. Their rapping success or prowess or lack of don't hold any favor in judging these individuals. So it's not just movies, it's not just TV. It's basically what they have done since they've gotten into the industry. Everybody has their own path and journey, and not everybody we can judge equally the same way we judge one person with the next. So those are the things that we factored in. So we're gonna just start from the bottom, and we're gonna start with number 10. Now, number 10 was very, very difficult for me. There was a lot of people that got omitted off the list, and in all honesty, just because people were omitted off the list don't mean that they are not credible or good actors. It's just there was a lot of people. There was a lot of rappers turned actors. So for number 10, we decided to split it. And we split it on the base of promise. Number 10 is Tupac and DMX. They're going to share this one. Now, Tupac, aka Tupac Shakur, and DMX, aka Earl Simmons, unfortunately are no longer with us in this world, and just the small amount of time that they blessed us on the screen, they gave us some quality work. Quality work that I felt like they had a lot of promise to do so much more. Tupac had so much presence. DMX had so much presence. And honestly, I didn't expect a lot of out of DMX when I heard he started acting, and he really shocked me. So, strictly on the premise of what could have been if they would have still been around, I think they make out our number 10. Let's start off with DMX. Do you have a favorite movie of DMX's?
DMX. Well, I don't have a necessarily a favorite movie.
Any that pop out?
But Belly, of course. Yeah, one of
Hard
my
Black,
yeah.
by everybody,
Um,
by everybody. But okay,
yeah, but yeah,
I
but
mean, if you
Belly.
don't have one, you don't have one. I'll tell you mine. Mine is Never Die
Romeo
Alone.
must die. Oh,
Romeo Must Die was a good one.
yeah, Romeo must die.
Mine was Never Die Alone. I
Mm-hmm.
felt like obviously DMX had a substance abuse problem. You know, he's had a tough life, but I felt like that character was very close to his own life in terms of substances and the people around him, and I felt like he did a really, really good job. He definitely kind of shocked me when I watched that movie. But Tupac, you have a favorite of Tupac?
I love Poetic Justice. Um,
Really,
yeah, and
really,
Juice, of course.
Juice.
And Above the Rim. Those are that Above the Rim probably
You
my
can't
favorite
say
favorite.
all his movies, but okay, fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I asked for one. I asked for one.
All right. Oh,
But listen, all those movies were good. Poetic Justice, I wasn't crazy about. I would say my favorite is Juice. The range that he showed, the fear that he made us feel while watching that of friends that are no longer friends, how he just turned on them just because of power.
mhm.
I thought he did a magnificent job, and seeing that made me want to see more. Not to mention that movie, I feel is one of the hood classic movies of all time. In fact, that
Yeah.
was a part of our hood classic movie episode.
Hmm.
All right, let's
Good.
move on. Number 9 would be Ludacris, aka Christopher Brian Bridges. Luda.
I
Luda,
love Luda as an actor.
I'll say this. Luda has definitely been involved in a lot of notable movies. I don't fault him. I'll just word it this way. I would have liked him to I would have liked to see him in more things outside of Fast and Furious, which is the same movie. Now, I respect it. Go get that paycheck, brother. Go get it. But I want to see what else you can do acting wise. And he has done some things sprinkled in, but for the most part, Fast and the Furious 25, how many ever there are of those, he is not going to turn those down. And because of that, we're not going to get to see as much of what he can do. Now, my favorite Ludacris movie is Crash. Great cast around it, award winning. I think since he was a part of that cast, they all won an Emmy. I'm not going to say it was because of his role, but nonetheless, it's an impressive feat. Do you have a favorite movie of his?
Yes. By the way, it wasn't an Emmy.
I mean,
Um,
Oscar.
it wasn't
Excuse
an
me,
Emmy. Yeah,
Oscar.
yeah.
Oscar.
Emmys are for
Excuse me.
shows. Yes, just want
Sorry.
to correct you there. It was Crash was my favorite as well. His performance, but also just wanted to throw in, since we got on Emmy, he was a reoccurring character in one of the Law and Orders, where he was
Uh,
going through an interrogation scene, and I really saw his acting chops in that
yeah,
scene right there. So I gotta give him a shout out for that one.
he did a movie with Queen Latifah where he was a stepdad. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I didn't see that. That's on Netflix. I didn't
I
see it though.
liked it. It was based off
Yeah,
a true story, and I enjoyed it.
yeah.
So, Luda, if you're out there, we want to see more variety. Okay. All right. Number eight. Number eight. Curtis James Jackson, aka 50 Cent. 50 Cent. Um, he made it to number eight because he's been a part of 24 films. He has been a writer for two things, All Things Fall Apart and something called Gun. He's been producing the show Power, which is very, very successful and has turned into other seasons and spin-offs and so on and so on. And so he's an actor slash producer for that. That's a very, very good thing. He's also part of a series called Besides Power for Life. He's been a part of some notable movies like Escape Plan,
Yeah.
Den of Thieves, Southpaw, All Things Fall Apart, or Righteous Kill. My favorite movie of his, which kind of mirrors his life, is Get Rich or Die Trying.
That's a good movie for him. I was one of the few people who did see All Falls Apart, and I must say he really earned a lot of my respect for that. He
Okay.
That's the role where he was played dual characters almost, where he was before he had medical challenges, and he got sick, so he was his football player, and then after
Mhm.
he was lost his ability to play football, he played a regular guy, and he lost a lot of weight for that role,
He
and
did.
he really nailed it. Yeah, really good role
He
for
looks
him.
he looks sick as hell,
Yeah.
and that's a very hard feat to do.
Random
So
thing, he ran on a treadmill for 6 hours a day to get ready for that role.
really, wow, I
Yes.
didn't know that. That's good to know. Let's move on to number seven. Number seven is an actor that surprised me because I know he's acted in a bunch of things, but when I looked at all the movies he's been a part of, he's definitely pushing the level of trying different types of movies from action to I don't know, emotional ones. He shows a lot of variety and now he's not a leading man, but nonetheless, he's our number 7. Number 7 is going to be Lonnie Rashid Lynn aka Common. He's our number 7. Common has been a part of 40 films, 1 TV movie and 14 TV series. Such notable movies as The Informer, Ocean's 8, John Wick Chapter 2, Suicide Squad, Barbershop, Run All Night, Selma, Now You See Me. He was even in Happy Feet. Okay, your favorite movie. Uh, Terminator Salvation, and so on and so on. And it keeps going. It keeps going. Like the guy, Wanted, Street Kings, American Gangster, Smoking Aces. That shows that he's getting signed up for all these movies. He definitely has some acting chops.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One of my
Is there,
favorite rap type actors.
yeah, you have a favorite movie?
I have, since I'm stuck in one, I got to go with Just Right.
Just Right was a nice, wholesome movie. Wasn't Queen Latifah in that?
Yes, it was.
I would
Building bridges
say
here.
my favorite with him would be Smoking Aces. He played
That would be my second one.
one of the many assassins that were in that movie. Which, think about it, as a rapper turned actor, they're trusting you to portray a sniper. That's not an easy feat. So I give him a lot of credit for that.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our number six. Number six is somebody who started off strong in the movies and cinema, and then he just kind of made his way in TV, and he's not let up. So that person, number six, would be Ice T. Ice T. Ice T, aka Tracy Lauren Marrow. Ice T has been a part of 47 films, 3 TV movies, and 21 TV series he's been a part of. Most notably, SVU, Law and Order. That thing will never end. They will die in a wheelchair and just keep filming. Such notable movies as, let's see, Surviving the Game, Who's the Man, CB4, Trespass, Hoodlums. So, if I had to choose my favorite Ice-T movie, I'm gonna choose Trespass.
Wow. I'm so disappointed in you.
Why?
How you not choose New Jack City?
That is true. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
That's what you meant to say?
That's
Oh,
what I
okay.
meant.
That's what you meant to
Yeah, you are absolutely right. And
say.
a fun little fact: when he was in that movie, and that was a star-studded cast, and that was also one of the best hood movies of all time.
Hmm.
And he was feeling his acting chops, his ability so much that he asked for a lot of money, like leading man money, for his next movie. And it was like, whoa, pump the brakes. You were good in the last one. Let's see what else you can do. So they offered him like a bare minimum for the next one. And then they said after that, depending how the audience shows up, we'll see. And he was in a bunch of notable movies after that. Trespass was a good movie, but he actually kind of just pivoted and just stayed in TV after that.
Yeah, I think he peaked at New Jack City though. And that's my opinion. I think he peaked at New Jack City. Ever since then, it's just been like
So you think that the storyline is what carried him? He was great in a handful of movies. He wasn't like an all-time great, in cinema.
great is you're using that word very loosely. He
Yeah,
was decent.
I'm
He
talking
was
about
decent.
I'm talking about in the circle of actors. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not putting him against Pacino and Denzel and
Yeah,
Lawrence Fishburne. I'm not comparing
yeah.
them.
But he did have a scene with Denzel. He did pretty well in Ricochet. So,
He did.
yeah.
Okay, so let's move on. Moving on to number five. The one, the only James Todd Smith, LL Cool J, number five. Now, LL Cool J is a man of many hats. Now, obviously, he has proven to be a leading man in the theater. I think he started off humbly early in his career, but I remember him in Deep Blue Sea. He played a
The chef,
simple chef. And I think
religious.
after that movie, they were like, wow, this is the first time a black actor made it to the end, right? Without being
Yes.
killed. And I was like, damn, that's kind of right, right? But he was great in that movie as a simple chef that was just trying to survive these smart sharks that were attacking
Yeah.
him. I thought he was
Yeah.
great in
But
that.
yeah, he survived, but they sacrificed Sam pretty early in the movie. Um, Sam Jackson got
They
sent.
they did. Yeah. Yeah. Sam was
And
giving one of his speeches and then
yeah,
yeah.
one of his monologues, and he got the
Yeah.
shark jump out the water to
He
get
got
him
taken
somehow.
out. So LL has been a part of 23 films, 2 TV movies, and 10 TV series. He's a writer of Come and Dance with Me, which is a fairly new show, 11 episodes. He's a producer of Come Dance with Me as well, and
Lip sync.
Battle, 108 episodes from 2015 to 2019. That's very successful, right?
Very busy man.
He's a very busy man, absolutely. And he's one of those people who is really has a presence in TV because that's not the only thing he's doing right now. Some of the series he's doing is NCIS Los Angeles. He's done 323 episodes from 2009 to 2023. That's a long run. Not to mention that growing up, I don't know if you saw, he had his own
Come
sitcom, yeah, In the
in the
House. Did you watch
house.
it?
In the house. Yes, I did.
I
With Carlton
enjoyed that
from
show.
with Carlton from Fresh Prince.
So
And
was in
Kim
that,
Wayne's too.
and Kim Wayne's. That's right. And
Yeah, good
76
show.
episodes from 95 to 99. So that's very successful. I feel like to come from rap and to step into the Hollywood limelight and then become a leading man and then them give you your own series, it says a lot. It says a lot about your ability and your character and your likability on the screen.
Yeah, I think he's probably one of the most versatile as far as portfolio goes.
Yeah.
He's kind of went from all. My favorite LL movie, and maybe not. I'm not gonna say favorite movie, yeah, but favorite LL movie is Any Given Sunday. That's one of my
That
favorite
is one of my favorite
roles.
that is one of my favorite movies, especially in the sports genre, right?
Yeah,
He was great in that. He went up against Jamie Foxx
Fox and Pacino for that matter.
and
You know,
Pacino, but like they
yeah.
were they were athletes, right?
Hmm.
Originally, LL Cool J was supposed to play the quarterback.
That's odd.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, obviously it didn't happen, right? It was a long list, but he wasn't, I think, or he wasn't trying to be the running back. He was trying to be the lead, which was the quarterback, and they ended up giving him the running back. But worked. It worked. Their ego clash. They actually had a ego clash during the movie, and it sold well during the movie between him and Jamie Foxx. You thinking about it? Well,
No, I loved it Any Given Sunday, but I
okay.
also forgot about Hunters. Hunters is another one of my movies that I thought he was really good in.
My Hunters was good. Christian Slater, and that's one of those movies that literally got shelved. And
Yeah.
I watched it on bootleg,
Hmm.
and
Not me though, because I don't break the law, but you did.
yeah, okay, I broke the law, right? I watched it on bootleg. I don't know if it was cassette tape, but I was like,
Um,
man, that was a good movie. Forgot about it. Like 6 years later in the movie theater, I was like, I think I saw this
mhm.
movie, and I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit, So they shelved in and they said, let's try to make some money off of it, whatever.
LL be surviving, man. He be the token black dude to survive. He survived Hunters too.
He was in SWAT. Oh, one of my favorite movies of his has to be he was a leading man for this movie. He carried this role. I think it was the first movie that he shocked a lot of people. He played a character named God in the movie In Too Deep.
Mm.
Very powerful. He was
How did I forget that, yo? How did I forget that
In
role?
Too Deep, one of the like I think he shocked everyone. Like, oh shit,
It
this
was
dude can
different for
act.
him.
He
It was
can
different for
act.
him. And him and not Mike Epps. Him and
Omar Epps.
my Epps.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yo, he was good, man.
definitely. Let's move on. Number
Yeah, let's move
four.
on. Yeah.
Number
What
four
is it?
is the one, the only
The
Dana
only
Elaine Owens, aka Queen Latifah. Now, Queen Latifah, wow. A lot of these numbers like were really tough, man. I mean, number four is impressive as it is. She's one of those people who almost made it even lower on the list. But she's been a part of 45 films, three TV miniseries, three TV movies, 23 TV series. She had her own sitcom, Living Single, from 93 to 98, 119 episodes. And
yeah,
I
we
watched
friends we
that too.
acknowledge.
Successful, successful, successful. They gave her the Queen Latifah show, right? From
It was a
2013
good
to
show.
15. 256 episodes. Does that make sense? Like, that's a lot, bro.
Really good show.
Really good. And then she was also a leading lady in the series from a movie called The Equalizer. Can't say that I watched it, but the
I
fact,
watched it. I watched about 4 or 5 episodes.
was she good?
Yeah.
That's one of those things that, taking nothing away from Queen Latifah, editing goes a big way in fight scenes.
Yes. Yes.
Because when
And
I
the other
first
part,
heard that she was the Equalizer, I was like, can't she fight?
surprisingly, I mean, I don't say surprisingly, but she is pretty good. She is pretty good. They, of course, they are editing it, but she holds her own. The biggest issue I have is that she's trying to portray a similar character that was portrayed by the one and only Denzel. So it's kind of like,
Mm,
that's a big shadow to step into already. So,
I
but the
guess.
show's pretty good. If I
Right. I never
if I had
watched
to pick
it.
a if I had to pick
Yeah.
my best Queen Latifah show, I mean project,
Mhm.
it's going to be between her portrayal of Sloane and Set It Off,
Hmm.
and I thought she was really good in Betsy. That was an HBO special. Pretty
Let's
good.
just say she was an Oscar nominee for Best Supporting Actress in 2001 for Chicago. Right?
Hmm.
That's notable. She's been in such notable movies as Hustle, Girls Trip, Just Right, Mad Money, Beauty Shop Taxi, Brown Sugar, The Bone Collector.
Oh, Brown Sugar
Oh,
was good. Bone
Set
Collector
It
was good.
Off, Jungle Fever, Hoodlum. My favorite movie with her is Set It Off as well. Set It Off was a great hood classic movie as well. She was
And
great.
Bringing Down the House. It was one of my one of them comedy joints. She was with Steve Martin. I really enjoyed that.
Bringing Down the House, definitely.
Bringing Down the House, yeah.
Yeah,
And I think that you forgot she was on the First Prince of Bel Air too, a reoccurring character.
I did forget about that. There's a lot of people who
Like it was like a revolving door. She's the queen.
she
She's the
is the
queen,
queen,
man.
and she definitely deserves it. All right, number
Yeah.
three. Number three is the one, the only O'Shea Jackson, aka Ice Cube. Ice Cube is a very interesting character because, in one light, you may say he plays the diversity of his acting prowess proves to be like the same hood dude. But he went a step beyond. He's been a part of 36 films and 4 TV series. He's a writer of six joints like All About the Benjamins and Friday, Next Friday, Friday After Next, The Players Club. Like he's writing scripts. He's writing things where he could write himself. Barbershop, wholesome movies. He's making his own niche instead of waiting to be signed on or instead of being offered the same hood movies. He's basically taking it in his own hands. And that says a lot for his ability to write and learn Hollywood and how to maneuver. Honestly, I think any movie that he throws in the theater, people are going to see. No?
Yeah, except for Triple X.
Triple X is not, yeah.
Yeah. For me, a little too high, a little too low on the list for me as far as just ability goes. No, but I mean I can see his impact. I mean
Look,
he has some
he's touching everything. He's
classic.
touching action. He's touching comedy. I don't count Triple X. That movie was right. They shouldn't have had the first one, but with Vin Diesel. But like fist fight comedy, barbershop wholesome movie, ride along comedy, 21 Jump Street comedy, lottery ticket wholesome movie, the long shots wholesome movie, first Sunday. Let me see. Friday. The Fridays are classic, obviously. All About the Benjamins. He was a leading man there. So that was like action mixed with comedy. Ghost of Mars was horrible, but that wasn't his fault. He was in Three Kings, a military movie. He was in Anaconda. Like he's showing diversity with that. And my favorite by far with him, obviously, would be Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
You have a favorite with him?
I probably would have to go with close to Boys in the Hood.
Not higher learning?
Um, Absolutely not. I gotta go with Boys in the Hood. Yeah, like I said, for
Yeah.
me, okay.
Just the fact that he was able to create his own niche says a lot. Not every actor in the game is able and trusted with budgets and scripts to pull people in the seats of the movie theaters. And he has proven that over and over again. So that's one of the reasons why I felt like he deserved to be number three. Let's move on. Number two, your favorite rapper of all time. I know you had his album. I'm pretty sure uh that would be Marky Mark, aka Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg, 52 films. That's a lot. One TV movie, three TV series. Oscar nominee for Best Picture in 2010 for The Fighter. Best Supporting Actor in 2006 in the all-time classic Departed. He was great in that with a great cast. He's been a producer of very successful shows, especially on HBO. Ballers, the Shooter TV series, Boardwalk Empire, How to Make It in America, and Entourage. All very successful shows. He's a producer for those, right? Notable movies. He's done Father Stu, which is a biopic, Uncharted, I'm skipping a bunch, Mile 22, Patriots Day, Deepwater Horizon, Ted. He's been a part of Transformers, Lone Survivor, which is a biopic, Two Guns with Denzel, Pain and Gain, Contraband. The list keeps going on and on. Invincible, another biopic. This guy has proven to be a leading man over and over again. So, like, he's definitely made a lot of headway in Hollywood. Are you a fan of his? Oh, no. No, huh?
Same, same actor, same role.
No.
Every
No,
movie
he
it is
hasn't.
different season. The Fighter and Invincible are the same exact characters in just different sports.
Football.
Just different sports. One is
Okay.
boxing, one is fighter, but
Pain and
same
Gain.
guy.
Pain and Gain.
Same game and Two Guns are the same exact thing.
Contraband.
Contraband and all the other Mark Wahlberg movies are the same thing.
Boogie Nights.
Okay, well, that's different. Lone Survivor, I think, was his best performance by far.
I think his best performance was The Perfect Storm.
Okay, I can give that, but the fighter, you said the fighter won
He
best
played
picture
Mickey
nomination.
Ward.
Yes, but the person who stole that show was Christian Bell. He was the one who really carried that movie to
He
me.
was good in it, but
He was amazing. Why am I out of focus?
I don't
He
know
was
because what you're
amazing in
talking
it.
isn't that credible at this moment.
People,
So your
people,
camera wants to
comment.
disassociate itself with you.
People, can y'all please comment when you see this?
Yes,
Do you
please
agree
do.
with me or not? Do
Please
you
do.
agree with me or not?
On any of these people, I want people's
Mark
opinion.
Wahlberg plays a very similar character in every role. He's
Okay.
always the tough guy or the
All right.
the half emotional, half tough guy. It's just the same guy in every movie.
Okay, that's up for debate.
I'm
Number
not gonna say he's a
one.
bad actor though.
Okay. All right. I won't be watching any Mark Wahlberg movies with you, but okay. I'm
You
pretty
would
sure
not
you
be.
watch some of his series that he produced, but okay, whatever.
Yeah.
N- The one, the only
Come
Will
on. This
Smith.
wasn't even fair. This wasn't even fair.
Will Smith has obviously lapped all these other actors. He's a leading man. He has
You say
so
he
much.
slapped all these other actors?
Damn, I didn't mean to say it like that. He kind of did.
You say he slapped. Oh, you say he
Bad choice
lapped.
of
I
word.
think you say he slapped.
I
I think
know,
he,
no, he lapped them. He lapped them.
oh,
I
I think
didn't
you say he
say he
slapped him.
slapped them. That would be a really
Oh,
bad
okay.
choice of words. No, no,
Oh,
I think
okay.
that should be forgotten about. Okay,
Okay.
but Willard Carroll Smith Jr., 35 films, 6 TV series, the one of the most popular TV shows of all time, 148 episodes, The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, where I think maybe in every part of this planet, people know the theme song for that show, unless you don't
Yes.
have TV. He's written a very successful show in All of Us, 90 episodes. He also wrote the movie After Earth, which was okay. Which was okay. With it was a movie for him
Not,
and his son. It
yeah,
was a
not as proud
sci-fi
as
movie. I said it was okay. I didn't say it was great. Okay, you can't give a movie okay title like okay rank. Come on, damn man.
no.
He was an
I
Oscar
actually
winner. Good.
just to let you know, I actually enjoyed After Earth. Just by the way, I really
I
enjoyed that
do. I
movie.
mean, it was okay.
Oh,
It
okay. Yeah.
was all right. But he was an Oscar winner in 2021 for King Richard. Okay, Oscar nominee in
Ali.
2016 for The Pursuit of Happiness, and then also Best Actor nominee in 2001 for Ali. Played the great Muhammad Ali. They trusted him to play the great Muhammad Ali, and he was great. He was great in that movie in portraying Muhammad Ali. Am I right or wrong? Did you like him in Ali?
Bro, I love it. Ali is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay,
So
great.
I
All right,
can't.
cool.
I mean,
Finally.
finally, I can't say enough about Will. I'm not
Okay.
even going to try to pick one of my favorites because it's just too
You have
much.
to. You have to. Let's
Um,
talk about some of his most notable movies. I haven't seen Emancipation yet. King Richard, Bad
I
Boys,
probably won't watch it.
Gemini Man, I think your favorite
I
movie of
enjoy
his is
Gemini Man.
I think your favorite movie of his is Aladdin. Bright, Collateral Beauty, Suicide Squad, Concussion, Focus, After Earth, Men in Black, The Pursuit of Happiness, Hitch. I Robot. Oh, that was a banger.
Oh, it was a good
Um,
one too.
Enemy of the State,
Another good one. Before his time.
Independence Day, Bad
Another good one.
Boys. Like the man, he
He
can't go
he
wrong.
can. Yeah. Wild Wild West was wrong in many ways.
And hey, listen,
The
with all those blockbuster hits,
Mhm.
he's allowed to make a bad decision. Although I'm sure he has admitted to regretting it because he turned down The Matrix playing Neo for
Yeah.
Wild Wild West. Okay.
Yeah, some things just wasn't meant to be. I think that we are okay with Keanu, but that's not the subject here. So my favorite, I have to go between. I'm gonna have to go. This is not gonna be fair, but I got to go at least three.
Oh,
Enemy of the State. He's probably he's up there for me. Um, Ali, of course.
I forgot my favorite. My favorite
What's
of all
that?
time with him. I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. One man show.
I loved it,
Um,
and he was great.
I Robot.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, and then the newer stuff, King Richard, he was amazing in King Richard. The Bad Boys are just Mike Larry. Everybody loves Mike Larry. So it's just Will is just it, man. And rapper turn actor. He shouldn't be considered in this thing because he's just man,
Because
just
he's
top
like,
notch.
because it's almost like you were barely a rapper, you're more an actor, right?
I mean, a very successful rapper though, but we didn't get into the success of him on a
Yeah,
rapping side,
yeah,
but
yeah,
still.
exactly. Yeah.
But he is just top notch guy, man. Top
Okay.
notch.
Definitely. So that's our top 10. Let us know if you have any people you felt like should have slipped into this top 10. Remember, a top 10 is very hard to choose. It doesn't mean that any of these other people who didn't make it are not successful or creditable in their own right. But nonetheless, this is our top 10. Thank you for watching. We'll check you on the next one. Always remember, do what you love and love what you do, y'all. Peace.